Welcome to the Scientific Research Council, an ISO 9001 certified public sector agency tasked with fostering scientific research and technology. The Food Pilot Plant is one of SRC's most active units and makes food manufacturing technology accessible to micro, small, and medium enterprises. We house commercial and industrial scale equipment to optimize production for small processors. Our team is made up of a number of professionals with backgrounds in food chemistry, engineering, food production, and nutrition. We offer a number of services to assist MSMEs and the food processing sector at large. This also includes technical consultancies such as retort inspections, scheduled process development, and factory layout services. Our main services include the processing of jams, jellies, sauces, seasonings, and beverages, drying, milling, and packaging.
When entering the pilot plant, please wear your face mask, your hairnet, and then proceed to put on the lab coat. This lab coat is considered one of the PPEs. Safety shoes, which may be hard toe or steel toe, or even a water boot. These are considered some of the proper PPEs in the food pilot plant. To further expound on this, we have the water boots, steel toe boots, protective coverings such as the lab coats, latex gloves when handling food preparation, air muffs during certain equipment operation, along with face shields and/or goggles. Some of the safety precautions to observe during food processing operations are to be very attentive, alert, no fooling around the plant, inform which operation or machinery that you will be operating on, and always ensure that there are at least 2 people in the pilot plant due to any given circumstances. You're now entering the food pilot plant. Enjoy!
A significant amount of food processing done at the pilot plant is aided by the use of steam-jacketed kettles. There is a sealed airspace between the outside of the kettle and the interior, or the jacket, where steam is pumped. This allows for even heating of food materials inside of the kettle. The pilot plant has 4 kettles, 150, 45, and 55-gallon kettles, as well as a small tabletop kettle. These kettles are used to facilitate the production of different quantities. The larger kettles are also equipped with agitators or scrapers that help to keep food products moving during heating and to ensure that product does not burn on the inside of the kettle. Each kettle is labeled with its safe working pressure and is equipped with a pressure gauge to ensure that the steam pressure does not exceed the prescribed maximum. They also have safety valves to allow blow-off of excess pressure.
One of the other equipment used in general processing, our filling line is semi-automatic pneumatic piston filler. Products are transferred from our kettle to the holding tank to be dispersed into sanitized bottles of gel, which are transported by a conveyor belt. The equipment is adjusted for each bottle size and product viscosity to ensure that the proper amount of product is dispersed in each container. During the use of the kettles and the filling line, there are 2 main concerns: exposure to heat, hormones, and blast breakage. Remember transport hot product or even in the manual capping of hot filled product. Glass breakage may occur during the setup or operation of the filling line. If glass breakage occurs during production, the broken glass is immediately cleaned up and appropriately disposed of. Any container or product in the vicinity of a broken glass must be assessed before proceeding. If product safety is compromised, it is then discarded.
Canning is a method of food preservation that renders food and its container free of microorganisms, capable of growing in the product at normal, non-refrigerated conditions, at which the product is to be distributed and stored. This is done through the application of heat or combination of pH and other chemicals such as preservatives. This condition is known as commercial sterility, which results in a safe product. Conventional canning involves filling the product in the container, sealing it, and treating the product and container with high heat under pressure using a retort.
Each thermal device system is equipped with at least one or two temperature recording devices, which is a tertiary recording device, and the recorder chart, which is a secondary recording device. A lock or notice for management should be placed that warns that only authorized personnel are permitted to make adjustments. The exhaust box provides steam that can be required to preheat the can and remove or expel air from the food dishes and containers. A retort is a closed pressure vessel used for heating food products in sealed cans. The temperature delivered is much higher than boiling water. The heating medium is pure steam, as air is much less efficient heating medium than steam. At the start of the retorting process, the retort is vented to allow the excess air to be removed from the retort. The cooking process is governed by venting and also what is called a schedule process to determine the cook time of the product that is being sterilized in the retort.
One section of the food pilot plant is the meat processing area. Meat processing at SRC is done seasonal, with the exception of training for students. For an example of processing done in the meat room is sausage making. Sausage making, when you get the meat, you prepare it, you grind it, you add the ingredients, then you transfer it to a sausage stuffer. You add your casing to the bottom part of the sausage stuffer, and then you turn on the machine and you press down. Two persons normally operate this because one person assists the meat going on the table so that it doesn't drop on the ground, and the other person controls the button for pressing down. After that, after you finish that, the link for the sausage is made, and then when you transfer it to the chiller to rest, and after that you transfer to the smokers to cook. You cook till you get to an internal temperature of 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Sometimes it takes 6 to 8 hours to cook or less.
In terms of the meat processing, we indulge in processing of porks, chicken, rabbits, turkey, occasionally fish. What we use is called a sweet picker brine, which the brining process is between 24 to 36 hours, where it is placed to marinate into the brine and then removed after that, which is then transferred to the smokehouse. The meat processing area consists of two large smokehouses. In terms of capacity, 300 pounds. For processing of chickens, it's normally between 6 to 8 hours to an internal temperature of 160 degrees Fahrenheit. For pork, the processing time is normally between 8 to 14 hours to an internal temperature of 145 to 150. In terms of after the processing, the product is removed from the smokehouse, allowed to cool for 24 hours. For 24 hours, wrapped and then stored under refrigeration temperatures. Refrigerated temperature at minus 18 degrees Celsius.
Now that you've seen the food pilot plant and the meat room, let's do a quick recap. Our main equipment featured in this virtual tours are the steam kettles, the bottling line, which can be used in manufacturing a large range of sauces including seasonings, jams and jellies, the exhaust box and retards, which are used in the production of canned foods, and our meat processing equipment inclusive of the sausage stuffer, smokehouses, which are used in the production of SRC Signature's Christmas smoked meats along with client meats. We currently cater to over 80 clients which manufacture a large variety of products: jerk seasonings, jams, jellies, food, beverages, and smoked meats, and so much more.
Thanks for visiting the pilot plant. We hope this virtual tour has given you some insight on working in a food processing environment. Stay safe.